Hi folks, welcome back. Today is Saturday, June 8th, 7:55 p.m. My name is James, and let's see what happened last week. What a week, I have to say. It was a really good week. So in the S&P, you can see I drew these lines here, and just all week we just kept climbing. Now closing above the 50-day in yellow there. So we're above the 200, the 21, the 100, and the 50-day. All looks really good. On the NASDAQ, same kind of thing. There was a trend line there that we now crossed over. Kept climbing all week, lots of power all week long. Closing over the 100-day, the 50-day still above us, but I don't think the 50-day will really be that big of a resistance. There could be a pause there because we've had so much upside. But we should, if things keep going the way they are, and over this weekend, actually we had a settlement of the Mexico-United States tariff threat that's gone. I hope that acts as a piece of fuel to drive things a little bit higher again this week. See the Russell still starting to curve its way up and start to make its way higher. And then the Dow, same kind of thing, where we've had this little pennant dropped, and basically that whole trend has been reversed at this point. Oh, I want to take a quick look at the oscillator. I heard Jim Cramer say on Mad Money, we're overbought. We're not. The McClellan oscillator for the NASDAQ is at a 1.23. Overbought would be a 40. So I don't know what he's looking at, but we still got room to go higher as far as I'm concerned. Let's take a look at these. So Shopify, whoa, what a nice week. Just a super strong stock. Nice break there, all the way up. I'm in Shopify. I was in JK Solar. I was actually in JK Solar and Shopify at the same time. I sold JK Solar. I'm still going to show it later. But I did sell JK Solar, and I've got Shopify now as my one stock, and my stop would be right there. And I just want to give it lots of room to swing around. The bar for Friday looks like we do need a rest. Some selling came in to bring it back down, and we didn't really close at the highs, but so that looks like we're probably going to get a bit of a rest on Shopify shortly, but still really strong. MDB, what a beast. I actually wish I bought it. I almost did. I didn't pre-plan to buy it, but when I saw it moving, I'm like, oh man, I wish I would have pre-planned to try to get in there. But what a super powerful move. I hope somebody got it here. It's a huge move, man. Trade desk looks fantastic. Broke the pennant there, broke this resistance here, keeps going. Same thing as Shopify. The bar here now kind of looks like it just needs a rest. It needs to flag, go sideways for a while, which is totally common after such a big move. ROKU, same thing. It was up on Friday, but didn't really take another big leg up. It's moved a lot. Could use a rest, and that's probably what it's going to get. KMX is still over the line, going sideways, and that's kind of what this green bar indicated, some rest. That's kind of like what we might see in Shopify and Trade Desk after bars that look like that. Just some sideways action, just some rest. Hopefully KMX will hold that line and be able to bounce back up, but for now it's just resting. Woodward tried to go but couldn't maintain the move, even though it had good volume. I would still give that some more time. It may still go. Just give it time. EPAM finally moved. I usually really love this move. I'll pull back into an ascending triangle. It finally got its breakout. It was about almost $4 that day. My stop would be right there right now. EHTH is still climbing. That looks really good. So my stop would be, I would probably put it there now, because you could call this a new breakout of a little pennant. I'd probably put my stop up there. Just protect yourself. Looks good though. YNDX moved up to the upper line, challenged it. Needs more time, I guess. It didn't really have a huge amount of volume when it tried to go. Just give it more time, it'll probably go eventually. This is Chegg. Chegg finally moved. Nice break. My stop would be right there at this point. Again, I would buy right at the line. As long as there's volume, Sometimes you don't get the volume. Sometimes you just got to enter and put your stop in and just see what it does. But the price kept moving, even though it didn't actually have that big a volume. It was pretty close to probably about 150, but yeah, it looks good. Broke out, resting, looks fine. CRM, now this one's interesting because it actually did what I was hoping it would do. Broke down here, and these two bars basically canceled each other out. The earnings popped it up. I actually think it opened here, dropped during the day, and then rebounded. On the rebound is where I would have bought. Let it drop down, let it bounce back up, buy there. The price actually came back over its open, closed higher, and has continued since then. And that bar would indicate it needs a rest at this point. So expect some sideways action on CRM if you're in it. Here's now. I just put this in last week, I think, when it just had the line, broke out, had a nice gap up even on Friday, and that bar probably looks like, again, another rest is probably in the cards for that one. You know, some of these bars, it all depends on the market too. If there's just a ton of momentum, it might not rest, but you see that selling coming in, I would expect a slowdown in the very near future on some of those stocks. LPLA, this is like a bank, I believe. Still in the ascending triangle, still looks good to me. ZS, I did try this one last week in here. I thought it was going to break out and go. It didn't. It did go on Friday. Volume came up. That looks really good. So if you would have got in here, I would put my stop at either a buck below the entry if you're right close to the line, or right at your entry to break even if it turns against you. That was a nice break. It looks good. Here's JK Solar. So it was consolidating. I got out of it because it's really slow. It's just really slow moving. I didn't like the slow movement. I didn't have a very big position in it anyway, so it wasn't going to make me that much. I did get out with a profit, so that was pretty good. But yeah, if you're in it, it still looks really good. So give it time, and it's probably going to go higher again. CMG I've added back because now look at this. We got some upside momentum moving that price. So again, this upper area is 727, and that's still a really clear resistance point on this stock. If it can get over that, it's probably going to really go higher. I added this one back in. It was an ascending triangle that dipped down, and now it looks more like a channel to me. So over 32, 33 would be a buy on volume and good price action, and hopefully a good market. And finally, this piece of garbage Spotify, I'm giving it one more chance before I never look at it again, which probably won't happen. But I've had it multiple times in here in this list, hoping it would go. Finally, it has momentum, but now like it's right up against a line again. So either it's going to pop over Monday, Tuesday, and then rest because it's already made a pretty big run up, or it's going to rest right away under the line and then pop up. It doesn't have earnings again until July 25, so it's got lots of time before anything like that would negatively affect the price or give it any reason to run up to something. So if the market wants to take it up just because it's got good earnings and sales, maybe it will finally. I hate Spotify. It's just frustrating stock. Anyway, that's it. Yeah, so next video for me will be Monday night for Tuesday. See you then.